Hello everyone, I'm Tuco and welcome back to my LOTR Structure Showcase series. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we are going to be looking at the Dunedain faction, and included in that faction is the Ranger faction. Well, the Rangers are part of that faction. Anyway, so first structure here is the Ranger Tower. Now it is a wonderful looking tower, quite honestly, with a wonderful green flag on the top, looking nice and sharp. Now you come in here and there is a ladder leading all the way to the top. Now on the first level, you will see it's a nice enclosed area with some nice soldiers guarding it against any orcs. And then we come up to the second level and we have the banners on this level, as well as a wonderful Dunedain crafting bench, which is very nice. And then we also have another soldier here, ready to take our quest, whatever it may be. Well, we're ready to take his quest, whatever it may be. Now, up on this level, we will find a chest. Ooh, what's inside it? 2 ingots. That's not the greatest, but whatever. Anyway, so that is the main tower for the Rangers of the North. But not really for... Well, actually, yeah, that's the main structure for the Rangers and for the Dunedains, except for the Dunedains also have their own village, which I will be showing later on. It's just so big, I don't want to ruin any of this. Now, moving on to the main structure of the Dunedains is their house. So we come inside here, we got some nice carpet here going on, kind of tattered and worn looking. I like it. We also have some crafting benches and a chest full of all kinds of goodies. We got drink, ale, beds, and an item frame with any kind of gear you could imagine, quite honestly. And then we also have a nice fireplace roaring, as well as some wonderful fence kind of decorations around, which is very nice, I must add. And also, on the side of it, we have a farm as well, growing, with a scarecrow. Look at him, he looks so nice. And a thing to note is that the Dunedains, their houses, or at least their roofs, look exactly like those of the Hobbit faction. That is because the Dunedain live near the Shire area. They're along. They surround the Shire pretty much. Like, you have the Shire with the Hobbits, and then you have around it, stretching outwards on each direction, you have the Dunedains. Now, moving on to the next Dunedain house is the Dnedain Lodge. Now, this is different than a house because of these wonderful walls that were just added in a new update for LOTR. And inside we have this, it's just spacious and gorgeous, and another wonderful fireplace with an item frame and some beds, and a trapdoor leading downstairs to more beds, and a full set of Dunedain armor, or Ranger armor, and also some wonderful crafting benches and chests. Now, if we go back upstairs here, we'll also have a nice kitchen area with some chests and loot and all kinds of stuff, as well as some ale horns and ale inside of here as well, and cider. Ooh, nice. And as the same as the last house, we have the tattered carpet, which looks very nice here. Let me get the time. And there we go. Now we can view everything perfectly. All right, so moving on to the next house is the Dnedain Stables. Now, stables are what they are. Stables for horses. If we come around back here, we can already saddle up on these horses, and they are good to go. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, if you're in survival, you can just come to these guys, hop on a horse, and get going. I mean, it's pretty nice. And they also have their own, house, I guess you could say, on the side of it here, with a nice bed, a kind of crafting sort of kitchen area with some nice ale horns. And upstairs we have just a hay haven, if you want to call it that. Just, I mean, crazy. This is the storage area pretty much. What's in here? Ooh, more hay. I could have guessed. All right, so if we come down here, we can also see that it is the same block as the lodge, and I quite like this block now, honestly, because it just comes like that originally, but if you add on to it, it just extends and extends, and it just looks very nice, quite honestly, in my personal opinion. All right, so now if we continue on with the structures, we will reach the smithy. Now, the smithy, you have a Dunedain smithy who won't talk to me because I do not have enough alignment. Now, inside the smithy, we will find forges of every kind, an alley forge, a regular Minecraft forge, and then smeltery, anvils, the works, you know, water, lava, everything you could possibly want to forge, coal even, and crafting benches. Now, inside is his little home with a wonderful fireplace again, and the nice pattern with the fences. I really like that. And also a nice bed for him, as well as a semi sort of kitchen area with some provisions for himself, as well as a wonderful chest filled with, what do you know, more hay. All right, so moving on to the next structure is the Dunedain well, which is just this. I mean, there isn't much to it. It's a lot simpler than the Gondorian one, which is very elaborate and huge. But this one, you know, they're simple people. They're simple people, so they have a simple well. Now, moving on to the next structure is probably the smallest one, and yeah, it is the smallest one. It's a light. It's a light. That's literally its name. It's called Dunedain Village Light, which we will see in the village in a moment here. Now, this structure here is one of the Dunedains, but it's more of the Rangers, honestly. It's more of the Rangers because this is a Ranger camp. Now, inside we will have a chest filled with many different kinds of loot, and it is made out of wool and some wonderful fences. Now, here we have a ruined Dunedain tower that is just, I mean, it's massive. Made out of, you know, a bunch of broken bricks and all kinds of crazy stuff that looks very nice, honestly. I mean, you have mossy stone, cracked stone, kind of faded stuff, and also iron bars that are just broken everywhere, as well as stone slabs. And on the top, we have a chest filled with silver. I mean, like tons of silver, lots of silver. And as we can see, it's a very nice, it's similar to all the other sort of towers that you may see along your ways that are all kind of just destroyed, kind of ruined, if you will. Now on to this wonderful looking camp here. This is the Rangers camp. Now in it we will have, oh, where is he? There he is, the captain, who will not talk to me, obviously, because we do not have enough alignment. Now in it we will find 5 different Ranger camp tents. Ranger tents, that's what they are, with the same chests. As well, we also have some provisions for these guys. You know, a nice little farm with a scarecrow to scare away all the birds, as well as a Dunedain crafting bench. Those are the structures for the Dunedain. Now, but if we combine the village with these right here, you get a truly awesome and massive structure, which I will show you guys in just a minute here. Alright guys, here is a Dunedain fort. Or not really fort, it's a village. It's a village. But it is walled off because there are goblin attacks at night and all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, because these guys are kind of poor-ish people, they have kind of a mismatched sort of wall going on here. I mean, all kinds of wood. You got oak, you got spruce, you've got aspen, you've got, I don't even know what this is, probably like shirewood and some more aspen and just a whole bunch of different kinds of wood just kind of mingled together as a semi-defense against the goblins. Now, if you walk in here, you will enter into a wonderful rustic-looking village with some wonderful-looking lodges and houses, and ooh, there's a nice house there. And also, if you're lucky, a smithy. I think that's a stable. Is that a stable? No, that's a house. That's a normal house. And also, more normal houses and more, obviously, normal houses. Now, this is, yeah, a normal house. All right, so that is pretty much, oh, here's the smithy right here. Wonderful. All right, so we do have a smithy here, and also our lights, wonderful lights. Look at them, looks so nice. Anyway, guys, that is it for this fort, honestly, or village. I keep calling it a fort because it's got the wall, but I do like the road, I have to say. It just looks like a tattered kind of thrown together village. It's not that great at defense because obviously it has this huge gaping huge gaping door in the middle. I mean, if you were to close it off, maybe add some, what do you call them, gates to it, it'd look a lot better. Maybe, you know, it'd look more like a village if it had a gate there. But then again, this is just a village and isn't really a fort. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode of LOTR Structure Showcase. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm Tuco. God bless. I'll see you all next time.